Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to say call halayim, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect Akim out there, spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth and presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice, as the scriptures teach us to do. Shalom also to the very few sisters that do listen as well. All right. I'm the brother Yarmaya from the Great Millstone Chicago camp, basically coming back to you with another lesson. And this lesson is concerning our salvation. And the scriptures let you, and vindication. The scriptures let you know that our salvation is nearer than when we first believed. All right, our salvation draweth nigh. And the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, is about to redeem his elect. All right, and that's a beautiful thing. And this is going to happen. And this is the sentiment that has to go out throughout the brotherhood, man. Because the Lord is really about to get down for Yasharallah, the elect of Yasharallah. All right? The Lord is about to do his thing, man. Because we're out here pushing this gospel. All right? And he got us. And he got us, man. I'm going to start off with this Isaiah 61 in verse 1. It said, "The Spirit of Yahweh is upon me, because Yahweh have anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek." And the Lord poured the Spirit on us, starting from the apostles and the elders on down, to preach this word, man. He stood his prophets up on their feet in the land of their captivity to preach this word, man. He have sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of Yahweh, and the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn. And that's going to happen. That's going to happen with the captivity of our enemies, with the deliverance of the nation of Israel, the elect of the nation of Israel, the elect of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and your seed that's been scattered abroad. All right? When the Lord delivers us, Yahweh Ratazah, we have the elect, starting with the apostles on down, that's when the vindication starts. You know, Christianity, they quote that vengeance is mine. Who do you think the Lord's taking vengeance on? The Edomites, the heathens, the 2/3, and everybody that oppressed the apple of his eye, which is the elect of the nation of Israel. And we see this kingdom falling, so we know our redemption and our vindication draw nigh. This is Sirach 10:8. It says, "Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another." So just as they had us in slavery, we're going to have them in slavery. And it's not going to be smooth sailing, man. You got to think about the atrocities that the Most High allowed the so-called white man and the other heathens to do to us. Just imagine what he's going to have you do to the cancer of the earth. This is Isaiah 14:20. It said, "Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities." And that's what the Lord is going to do, man. He's going to allow us to prepare slaughter for them. All right. When he gives his elect the spiritual powers. All right. And this is going to be the vindication of the elect. He really is going to allow us to get our hands dirty, as it says all through the scriptures. This is Psalms 2:8. "Ask of me, and I will give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with the rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like as the potter's vessel." And Yahweh Shai said the same thing in the book of Revelations, the 2nd chapter, verses 25 and 26. This sentiment is all through the scriptures, man. Matter of fact, let me get this. This is Psalms 149:1. It says, "Praise ye Yahweh, sing unto him a new song, and his praise in the congregation of the saints." And this is when we get our reward. "Let Israel rejoice in him that made them. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king." This is a prophecy from the Old Testament via King David, a man after the Lord's own heart that hasn't been fulfilled yet. "Let them praise his name in the dance." And like the Apostle Elder Taha pointed out, you notice can't be talking about Esau, because they can't dance or sing. "Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the tremble and harp." And the ones of them that could do, they come from our seed, so they just look like E and a Jake. "For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people." His people. Yes, the Lord has a people. He said in Exodus 4:22, he will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the praises of Yahweh be in their mouth and the two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains. That's called slavery. It's called bondage. And their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. Praise this honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh. All right, and that judgment is written. We just read it in Isaiah the 14th chapter. Matter of fact, I'm gonna finish it off with this because I quoted it. And you gotta hear from the Lord himself that every nigga on the planet say he believe in. But like the elder Malcolm would say, the beloved man, he said all the time, all these niggas Christians till the Bible come out. Well, we gonna let the Bible come out. This is Revelations 2. In verse 25, it said, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And this is why we endure to the end and holding fast in this truth, man. And preaching this gospel till the chariots come. The shit don't stop till the chariots pop, brother. And he that overcometh, verse 26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him I will give power, over the nations. He shall rule them with a rod of iron, and as vessels of potter shall they be broken in shivers, even as I have received of my Father. So this is Yahweh's plan. And I will give him the morning star. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. So this is what the Spirit is saying. Not what T.D. Jake saying, not what these Nation of Islam niggas saying, not what Kemet saying, Taoism, Fusionism, Shintoism, Shamanism, Catholicism, or any other little dumb fuck in your family that's coming up against the truth. This is the plan of the Lord, and this is the plan we're going to follow. Call aloud, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and to the hopeful elect, Akim, enduring Shalom.